Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. I've always been about power. I've always been about power, and I don't mean the TV show. I don't mean the TV show or the series that followed, but just having power in my life to do stuff. And this is more personal. I mean, you could take what you want from it, because I know people be trying to figure me out and all of that, but that's the one thing. And it's funny I even say it like that, because I'd never forget when I was working on this job back in '92. It was like a temp job. Was it '92? Yeah, it was '92. It was '92, around Christmas and stuff, around November, December. And everything, you know, I was trying my hustle back then, but still had to make some money. And I remember there was this one woman on the job that, you know, man, she had a nice body, all that stuff, but she didn't say a word to me. But then we had a mutual friend, and the mutual friend repeated some stuff to her that I had told him. Then she was coming hard. She was coming hard, and she said, "You know what? You about power." And that's what got her interested. That's what got her interested. And I was just laughed about it, because she had me figured out. Because she even said, yeah, I was right, after she actually talked to me. And, you know, power is just the ability to do things on your own term, or to have influence, or being able to affect reality in a way that's conducive to whatever your desires are. Like, even with everything I talk about, like, okay, man gets woman, I'm known most for that. If you think about it, if you have options as a man, that's power. I don't have to put up that's why you don't have me doing videos on most of the time they're doing videos on what women's doing, because I haven't experienced it to the same extent personally. Now, I've always had women to try, but then I didn't have to deal with them. I had power. Like, if a woman's acting up, I ain't had to deal with her because she was the only woman even being remotely receptive. There was always three others, always. And really, I had the power just to say I didn't want to deal with all four of them. That's power. Or power to just get the things I wanted in life, you know? Like I said, you know, I'm big on money, but what does money do? It gives you the options to do stuff. If I want to jump on an airplane, right now, right after I finish taping this and go to California, I have the option to do that. Maybe even just go for a day, get a nice spot out there, you know, just for a day or a week or whatever. And I can do that right now. I got the option, you know, so that's one thing. But then just having the power to walk any place in peace. Now, y'all see me, I'm a big man, and, you know, I've said it before, you know, some people be trying to say you this or that, but they haven't seen the whole package. And, you know, that's power to physically be able to walk down the street and not worried about anybody coming to you physically. Because even somebody physically bigger, my view with them would be, oh, I don't have to hold back. That's power. That's power. Or even just when I'm lifting weights, the power just to move weight like that. That's power. You know, and ultimately it comes down to living a life of my choosing, doing what I want, being sovereign and everything. And it's always been about that. And, you know, even with what I teach, is teaching other men how to have that mindset. Because a lot of men, let's be real, a lot of men are at the whims of women. A lot of men are at the whims of some employer. There's so many things out here because you have so many forces that are trying to control the masses as a whole. But I'm looking at it like the eagle and flying above the herd. You know, I even had a poster. It's real old. I probably had to change the frame or something. And it was like eagles be like, you know, basically be like an eagle. You don't see them in herds. You see them at one at a time. That's that leader thing. But that's power, though. You know, the apex predator, the power. You want to be top of the food chain. You want to be in a place where you don't have to influence someone. In fact, there's plenty of times people will use the word, you should do this, or you should do this video, or do this video. And I just look at them. I just, I've got to the point, I just delete the comment. But I got the power to do that. I got the power to do what I want. Like even now, I'm recording this. I recorded this and several other videos real early in the morning. But I had the power over the time. I could have like recorded them in the afternoon. I could have recorded them at night. I could have said, you know what? I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna get on the plane. I'm gonna find some flight this morning, go someplace, chill out for a day, come back, and then do them tomorrow. I could do them the day of and just upload it. Seriously, I could do it like that, do it the day of. But I like doing stuff early. Well, got that choice, but that's the power right there. And one of the things I'm seeing with a lot of men feel powerless. And this goes, let me just be clear, this goes beyond women. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna teach you how to have power, Like the thing I know, you see my like library in the back, but that's not even, that's like 1/10 of the books I've had in life. And so what did I do? I got that knowledge. And then used that knowledge as applied power. Because every time you know something, I remember, the couple of weeks or so ago, by the time y'all see this video, my garage door was acting up. And it was something I did. I think I pulled a cord and I didn't need to. But I ain't think about it. I ain't know that at first. I never had an automatic garage. I had one of those old school garages, when I was living in DC. I had to pull it up by hand, so automatic one. But I fixed it myself. I just I ain't called anybody. I just got a ladder, looked at it. Oh, okay. Looked at it. Now I got that knowledge. I've changed toilets before. Got that knowledge. Though that's an annoying job, I'll let somebody else do it. But even the knowledge, if I was in a position where I needed to do that. But that's power right there. Because then you don't have to submit to someone else's influence or expertise. And even then, if you're in a position where you can direct them to do what you want, that's still power. And I've always been that. And, it goes back. Honestly, it goes back for me. And I've talked before about living in Anacostia, Southeast DC, and being in a situation where me and my sister were removed from my mother's custody. Because technically, my grandmother was, she was my grandmother, but technically foster mother. Technically, she had custody of us. She was actually getting court payments for us. She was actually getting a little bit of money for us. But we were put in that position, but just the circumstances that put us there, I felt powerless. And I was like, I can't have this happen. And I remember my grandmother even told me, I said to her one time, nobody should live like this. So ever since that moment, I was just like, nah, I gotta do stuff. Even going to high school, went to a private, like Archbishop Carroll at the time was more prestigious. And in the DC area, I told her, I said, I wanna go to Carroll. Because I said, look, I gotta do something for my future. I knew that. She didn't have to tell me. Nobody else had to tell me. I said, hold up, I need to be someplace a better place. But that's power. Everything like from a young age was planned. Everything, even where I'm at now, and then, just what I'm doing, which is bigger than a lot of people realize. Really, the man gets woman thing, it's an important thing because all men need that mate. If you got normal sex drive, you need it, but that's only part of the equation. But that's the thing. Always think about that when you're looking at my stuff, or even if you're a detractor, I still got power. And to them, I would say, well, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. What power you have to stop it? Yeah, you could say whatever, but has it stopped me so far? Because that's power too. And let me get into that. A bit. You want to have the power to live life on your terms. Or at least have the leverage. That's one thing I got. If I don't have outright power over something, I got leverage. I got a position. If I got to negotiate something, I got a strong position. And why am I sharing that? just to understand me. You know, sometimes you just want to just say, you know what, I'll give y'all a perspective on me. I'll give you a perspective. And that's on one level, but then you got a lot of people who have said, you know, Rom, I want to try to walk like you. How you do that? One guy told me he speaks like I do. It actually worked for him, even though I told him he need to do it for himself. And he still do. But whoever you are, you need to think about power. You need to think about it. And the thing is, I shared, you know, a bit of my perspective because one thing I have a problem with, I don't ask anybody to do what I hadn't done. Like, you notice, even on my money channel, I have yet to talk about being a millionaire because I haven't been a millionaire yet. You know, most I can get you to 6 figures. So I can talk about that. I can talk about being at 6 figures for a consistent number of years. You can talk about that. But my thing is, if I'm gonna tell y'all, hey, build that power, I gotta let you know, oh, well, this is what I've done. Because to me, if somebody telling you to do something that they haven't done is bullshit. Like, if you want to be a millionaire, you're not going to talk to a homeless person that's never made even 6 figures in their life. You know? So, anyway, that's all I have for today, y'all. Build your power. Keep rising.